Good evening, everyone. It is just gone 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday, and I've managed to make it this week. No trouser accident for me. It's time for Total Modcons. I've got so many games to talk about. It's unbelievable. Like for going through a bit of a dry spell, I'm all of a sudden not dry anymore. So,
Okay.
Anyhow, we have got Blunners.
Hello, everyone. I've done my usual. I have gifted to you, George D76. You have a membership on me.
Aren't you bloody kind? You are, aren't you? Bloody kind. And we have got Triangle Face Tim.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I am Oos Macappa. I am okay. Okay. We are getting there. We have got a few people in the chat already. It was very good to see all of you here. We've got Dave Newland. Good evening, Dave. It's good to see you. We've got Timothy Earnshaw. Good evening. We've got Pete. Hi, Pete. I hope you're keeping good. We've got Annie from Oz.
Hey.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
She's always always on my PSP videos. Yeah, I haven't been able to do many because I'll keep seeing the same games at the minute.
Yeah.
Every time I go in. Yeah.
Well, welcome, Annie. It's lovely to see you all the way from Oz. We've got... Sorry, the name's gone all squiffy for me there.
It's MCH200. I think it's Mike.
That's Mike, isn't it, from his profile picture?
Yeah. There we go. Good evening, Mike. We have got Mag is in the house. Good evening, Mag. We've got Jean in the house too. Good evening. You are all very, very welcome here as we talk about a lot of various things to do with modern gaming, and there's a lot to talk about. So let's get cracking with the knacking on what are you playing. So, Blunoise, what are you playing?
So I've been playing quite a bit. I won't go too massive into it, but I've been doing a lot of indie games as well. I've been doing a lot of them on the channel, if you've seen. Recently played Big Hops, which is out yesterday, and it's only with the reduced price of 16. I think it's £16 on Steam. It's also on PS5 and Switch, but fantastic, really, really good, fully voice acted, but free platformer. I said while I was playing it just reminded me of like back in the N64 days, like a proper decent 3D platformer, but done right. Fully, all the controls are so tight. There's loads of different like mechanics and stuff you can do. But yeah, for me, it is really good, really well made. And the guys, and I've been messaging the guy on X, so fingers crossed he's watching and we can get him on at some point because yeah, this game should be really big. Also been playing. I played another one that's coming out soon. People who are members already see it. It's called Dodo Ducky. Everything seems to be some sort of animal or bug at the minute. I said for some reason, but this one you are in a 2D platformer world. You then get this hat. You press the button, and then you're in 3D. So I'm like, why can't I jump on this? Press the button. Oh wow! Actually, I can fully see everywhere I'm going now. So yeah. Oh look, there's a gap around there, but you can't jump in the 3D. So if you then want to jump, you got to line yourself back up, press L1, switch back to 2D. So you're constantly switching back and forth. Later in the game, you get different hats, which we can put in like space hats and like helmets, all kinds of different stuff going on there. So yeah, that one's really good. Guys, keep an eye out for that. I think it comes out Wednesday. I think I'm releasing it tomorrow night. I've got another video I've been doing indie for Evercade. So these are the games I want coming to Evercade Part 1. So some great games on there. I won't say anything else, but there's a picture. I should give it away. Also, a cassette boy like this one. Wow, I was blown away by. I could not believe it. It's just come out as well. It's basically it reminds me of Tunic. It reminds me of like Zelda-ish, and you're a little cassette. You're a little like not like a cassette. You're like it's Game Boy graphics. So I didn't really know what to expect, but yeah, I'm just going to quickly. I need to show you it to be able to talk about it. But basically, everything about it is, if we can't see it, then it doesn't exist. So when you get further in the game, you can actually unlock the fact that you can spin around the actual screen. So say there's like a block in your way and you can't get to that block. Well, if you spin the camera around so you can't see that block, you can then automatically go through. Yeah, I'm just going to share screen now. So say like, oh, it's so good. I just couldn't believe it. And that's just come out as well. So look, you're like this. You're like a little 3D block. This is my gameplay from the other day, and you can look. You can spin it around, so it completely spins around. Look at that. So you couldn't see the stairs, but you have to spin around to go up the stairs. We've gone on to an advert, but yeah, absolutely loved it. Caught me by surprise. Great game. Couple more games I was playing.
Go for it.
Mario Galaxy 1. Smashed through that really quick. Didn't finish it fully because I want to go back once I get the amiibo. Halfway through Galaxy 2, and I thought, no, I've now started Game of the Month. Clever what was it? Yes. Expedition 33. I'm quite a bit into it. I'm about 5 or 6 hours in. Really enjoying it this time. I don't think I gave it enough. I didn't sit down and actually take in what I was playing before. I think I was just like not really listening on your phone in between cutscenes and wasn't really paying full attention to what was going on in the world. So yeah, really looking forward to
finishing. Whereabouts have you actually got in there now? What area have you got?
So I've got 3 characters. I can't remember off the top of my head because I haven't played it in a couple of days. But I'm about I've done a couple of bosses now. I think I'm about level 12 to 14-ish. I'm around that level. So yeah, so really enjoying it. And yes, for a game that they've done here, I think they've done really, really well. So
yeah, it's magic.
Well done to them. But yeah, so I'll leave it at there. That's what I've been playing.
Nice. Tim, what have you been playing?
Well, I too have been playing Expedition 33 because we got it for Game Club. I've gone back and done New Game Plus, so I'm playing it on my second run through, and I am steaming through it a lot quicker. I found that getting the timing right for the parries, I'm a lot better at now. I kind of only really start to get the hang of it near the end of the game. So now I've gone back to the start, I can replay those areas, but being better at parrying, now I've kind of picked up some of the things that help you cue when it is to get the timing down. And I've just approaching the monolith now. So I'm going to be going through that. And I think there's some DLC they brought out just after they won Game of the Year, which I haven't seen yet. So I'm going to be able to go and have a look at that. That's probably what I've been spending most of my time on. I've also just been playing like a bit of Minecraft because I want to try and get a bit better at it, because although it's kind of quite a kid-friendly game, it's surprisingly hard. And the penalty for dying is harsh. Like, you'll lose all your items and all your experience. So obviously the stuff you've built is still there, but you basically go back to square one if you make a mistake. I'm like, it's just rage quit time. So you can go in, you can change settings to make it easier. So you can make it so you don't lose your items when you die and things like that. But I played a few times on like a normal mode, not even hard. But I was playing on normal, and I got loads of good materials, started building a base, and then I got killed. And because I hadn't built a bed yet to set a spawn location, I just respawned in a random space of the map. And I was like, oh no, got to start all over again after about an hour of playing. So, and I've been playing through the Devil May Cry games because I picked up that on one of the bundles that were on Humble Bundle, and I'm playing that on Steam Deck.
Nice.
It doesn't play great on Steam Deck. It does work, but it's not got like the Steam Deck verified icon on it. So be wary of that if you're looking to play it on Steam Deck. But it does work. I'd had to do like a bit of a patch on 2 because one bit of the game I was running around for ages, completely lost, and I couldn't go through this door. And I thought I needed to do something to open the door. And when I looked it up, it just said, "Oh, actually, it's because it hasn't loaded properly on Steam Deck. You need to change this setting, and then you can get it to work." And it's been fine since I've done that. But I wasn't loving 2. I can remember I loved 1 when it first came out, played that loads, and then I got 2 and just didn't like it. And the same things happened again. I'm playing 2.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's just there's something not quite right about it. Like, I don't like the camera doesn't show you where the enemies are. So you're just like there shooting off camera, and it's like boom, boom, boom. Yes,
think about that.
And but so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to skip it and go to 3. And I started playing 3, and 3's great. So I'm glad I've done that. So yeah, and then there's quite a few because that bundle that was on Humble Bundle was basically all of them, I think. So it's got the Trilogy HD remake. They've got 4, and then the other ones have got different titles, just the remake ones. But I think that's. Oh yeah, there's another thing I've been dabbling a little bit. It was after a comment from Toxo in the Facebook group. We were talking about PlayStation last week, and he mentioned about the Net Yazori. Is it Net Yazori? How do you pronounce it? Net Yazori. I said, oh yeah, I remember I had like a demo disc which had like loads of Net Yazori games, and I was like, I really fancy playing some of those. And I just went online, so where can you play the Net Yazori games? And it turns out there's a handful of them on Antstream Arcade, and I've got an Antstream Arcade account on Xbox, so I jumped on and I played a couple of those, and one of them was one of the games that was on that disc. And it was called Bouncer 2. And it's like a little game where you have like a scale, and these 2 little men that jump off and go on the scale, and then you knock one up and it goes over. And you have to like either move it or you can press a button to switch the plates around. And it's surprisingly tricky, but it's kind of like a paddleball kind of game, but with like getting people to bounce off of these little levers.
Okay.
And yeah, that's quite a fun little game. I did play one called Adventure Game. Don't recommend that one. It was like this. Yeah, it's probably quite funny to just go and have a look. I won't say too much about it, but yeah, it was not great. It's walking really weird controls, like tank controls, but fast. So you're just like running around like this. I'm like, I can't like control this guy. They're like stabbing this knife to kill enemies, and it's kind of funny. I did enjoy playing that a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't the best game out there. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. How about you, Ollie? What have you been up to?
Oh, I've been playing quite a lot. So randomly, I was looking at something on the PlayStation Store. I sort of looked up silly games that I could play with Gwen, who's started to show a bit of an interest in wanting to sit and play a game with me sometimes. And I came across this game called My Name is Mayo, and it is effectively a mayonnaise jar, and you tap it with a floating hand, and then after a while a new suit unlocks, and you'll open that suit. The mayonnaise jar will have a fedora and a silly mustache, and then you carry on tapping it. It's about as dumb as it sounds.
PS5.
PS5, yep.
Yeah, found it.
I then, because she thought it was so funny, we got My Name is Mayo 2, which had some slight variations in that it actually had some puzzle bits to it, some levels, but again, it's more tapping on the mayonnaise screen. And then I've also played My Name is Mayo 3. Which again
is a trilogy Mayo games.
It's a trilogy with a remaster of the first one called Remayonnaised.
Right.
It's just real life gameplay experience.
Mate, it is
you
weird.
Just tap the mayonnaise.
Tap some mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's dead
what
weird.
The fuck?
Yeah, tell
my
me
dad
about
wanted me to be like him. So yeah,
I have a secret to hide. It is
Right.
about as weird as it sounds. But there we go. My daughter thought it was hilarious. As Shem says there, it is a dead easy platinum. Basically complete the game and you get a platinum.
wow.
But yeah,
It's
my
not
daughter thinks it's
how I would phrase it, Gene, but yes, I wouldn't phrase it that way.
my little one thinks it's hilarious, so I'm all in. That's fine. So digital, that's that. I've set up my PS4 in my study, my game room, so I have been going over some PS4 games that I've been wanting to play for a while. So I have started bedding in Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
Nice.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you don't have it, get it, because it is absolutely splendid. And the other PS4 game that I've been playing, because I never really played it when it came out, and I feel like playing it, is Watch Dogs. So I've had picked this up at a car boot for £1 about 2 years ago, and just thought, you know what, I do want to play this at some point. Started playing it. It's really good. I quite like the story. I like how the city's being built. It's only one generation behind where we currently are, but my God, I think we remember the PS4 games with some rose tinted glasses. It looks great and it plays great, but it really does make me think, wow, we really have come on quite a way with.
It was quite an early PS4 game, wasn't it? That was like, was it one of the launch titles or close to?
It was very close, yes. But then just because I thought maybe I'm remembering it with rose-tinted glasses, I booted up Demon Souls remake, and you're like, yeah, this is leaps and bounds, and that was a launch title for PS5, so it's great. It's aged very well, Watch Dogs, so I am enjoying it, but it has made me go, wow, we really have actually come on quite a way. Right, I'm going to rattle through some of these. This one, Amber Alert. This is a first-person shooter game. You can complete it in about 20 minutes if you don't F up. I think I've been playing it for a couple of hours now. I've almost made it to the end, but it is a one-shot dead type deal. You're a policeman. You come to this little cul-de-sac, and you have to get keys to get to the next house. But it's very dark, and ultimately the houses are filled with the murderers that are trying to take over the street, and they will come out of nowhere, and it's quick reactions. So I am enjoying that. I have picked up the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection because it was on eBay. It was dead cheap. I thought, I quite fancy that. I've had a very quick go on that, and it plays incredibly well. It's such a cool little collection. Highly recommend. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you've just got to pick it up. Completed, done, dusted, everything on Terminator 2D. I have the platinum. It was difficult. Some of the latter trophies to get were difficult. It was very, very challenging, but very worth every penny. Yes, you can complete it on easy mode in a single run in about 45 minutes. To get the platinum, I think I put about 14 hours in. So, I have put the time in, and I will quite happily go back and play it again. It's dead enjoyable. This one I haven't played yet, but knew it would come to physical at some point if we just waited, and I'm glad I did. And that is Crow Country.
Oh, nice.
So myself and Tim played this at WASD a couple of years ago now. Loved it. Developer was really cool. And I know it's been on PS Plus as well for free at some point, but had to get the physical. Comes with a cool little map. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting Crow Country at some point. This game took me by surprise because I didn't realize. Mag, we're going to have an argument about there. This game took me by surprise because I didn't realize quite how fun it would be. I saw Radical Reggie pick this up and thought, yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. And that is a game called Finding Frankie.
It's in a bowl of cereal.
It is this. So this is meant to be like a cereal box. The front cover for the cereal box. Yeah. But it is very much in the vein of sort of Five Nights at Freddy's, Stroke, these sorts of kid-friendly horror games. But it is an 18, and it is an 18 for a reason. So it's effectively a parkour game. Your character wins the chance to go to the Finding Frankie soft play area to compete, to try and win some money. But when you get there, the robots there have gone absolutely AWOL and are just murdering people and blending them up and killing them left, right, and center. So it's a traversing game, a parkour game. You just have to run around the levels, run around the exits, find all the various bits to progress to the next floor, to progress to the next area. It's got a couple of jumps in it, as in like jump scares. I really enjoyed it. It's sort of for 2.5 hours, and you can have the whole game finished in one sitting if you really want to. But it was just really good fun. Plays really well graphically. It's pretty good fun as well. Like, there's quite a lot to like about it. And the last game that I'm playing now, and Mag put something up about this earlier. I've been wanting to play this for a long time, and now that the DLC came with it, I've been playing Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Ooh, sounding good.
That is really good.
Oh, okay.
If you like the Avatar movies, you know, I'm not a particularly big movie snob. I do like the Avatar movies. Then you're going to really like it. Even if you don't like the Avatar movies, the game looks breathtaking. It is absolutely breathtaking. It's a massive install now, so I think maybe from when it came out to where it's at now, it's probably had quite a lot of patches and quite a lot of work done to it.
2 years old. That's mad.
Yeah, the install is
Wow.
over 100 gig, so it's
Jeez.
a
100
big
gig.
game, but the map is
Wow.
absolutely huge. I've not downloaded the DLC yet. I'm just going to play through the main game, then tackle the DLC. But yeah, this game plays really well. The only thing that sucks is if you have to use like your Navi vision in order to find the set markers as to where you need to progress on the map. And your Navi vision doesn't stay on all the time, and you can't run with it on. So if you're looking for a particular marker, it kind of comes up, you run, it disappears. And there's no way that I have found, unless somebody can tell me, that you can just have it up on your HUD. So it's just that's my only downside. Is I would love the HUD to have an option where I could just track everything I want. You can put a way marker on the map and then just follow that, but yeah, that's my only complaint. Story wise, it's fantastic. It mentions Jake Sully from the Avatar series, but outside of this, it's on a separate area of Pandora, completely new cast, completely new tribes of Na'vi, so it doesn't really pay too much linking with the main movies, which is cool. So it's its own story. I can't complain about it. I'm really enjoying it.
I think I prefer it when games based on movie franchises do that, rather than just trying to follow the movie directly. So, give us a different story set in the same universe, and then just like create something original that works well as a game. Rather than just trying to turn a movie story into a game, because it doesn't always translate very well when you do that.
Yeah, and this is cool. It doesn't give anything away because the game literally starts with this particular area of the story. But you're one of 4 or 5 Na'vi children that have been taken by the RDA, and you're sort of brought up to believe more in the human side of life than you are the Na'vi side of life. And then you become older and you escape. And you start learning the ways of being a Na'vi and what it means to be part of your tribe. So it kind of gives you reasons to learn things about the Na'vi because you've been sheltered this entire existence.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it kind of fits with tutorials and all of that sort of stuff.
Sense.
So yeah, really rate it. So definitely worth picking up. So yeah, been playing a lot.
Wow.
Cool. Intermittently with Mario Galaxy as well. Just looking at Mario Galaxy up there. He's looking at me and sort of saying, don't forget to mention me. Okay. Shall we go to this? Because this looks like it would be good fun. And please join along in the chat as well. What games are you looking for, or what game are you looking forward to in 2026? Do you have a particular game, Blunners, that you are thinking this is top tier, can't wait for it?
So at the minute there's 3 that are kind of poking out. One, if it doesn't get delayed, which everyone knows, if GTA doesn't get delayed. So if it does get delayed again, gets pushed back over to 27. But really looking forward to the new Resident Evil, but as well Requiem, which we'll talk about later on. But yeah, for me, it's got to be the man with the blades, Wolverine, coming to PS5, baby. Same makers as Spider-Man. Love that range of games. So yeah, for me, Wolverine on PlayStation 5, I'm really looking forward to.
Yep.
I'm 26, sorry. Wow. I keep forgetting. So I'm looking forward to in 26.
I couldn't agree more. That game looks absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah. Bond's another one, isn't it?
What
and Bond, 007 First Light.
Is there a particular game that you're itching to get your hands on?
Yeah, I'm going to be saying the same as Blunders. So obviously, if it doesn't get delayed again, GTA 6 is going to be, I think, obviously one of the most anticipated games of all time. So that's going to be making waves. And yeah, I just think I want to be playing it when the hype's around. Normally, I'm not really a day one launch person because the price drops so much and things come to Game Pass and everything else. I don't tend to buy day one launch titles, but I might make an exception for GTA 6 because I've been waiting so long to get a new GTA. And yeah, the Wolverine game, it's obviously still Insomniac. It's got that gaming Marvel universe. I'm hoping they tie it in and expand on what the Spider-Man universe was, because those Spider-Man games are brilliant. It obviously hints a little bit at other heroes and there's a few Easter eggs, but it'd be really great to see Wolverine expand on that and start building up this like Marvel gaming universe. Yeah, the trailers look great. Like it just being able to, there's loads of really good Wolverine games already, and there's ones where you get to just like kill people with your claws, and this looks like it's going to be proper brutal, stabbing people in the face with your claws, and that's always fun, isn't it? That's a delightful time. Nice way to relax.
The Gems put in, Nintendo haven't really announced other than the new Yoshi game, and I can't remember what the other one is. You've got like Mario Tennis or something. They haven't announced anything yet, so there could be something massive other than the Virtual Boy add-on I'll be getting soon as well. I believe that
3D Mario.
Yeah.
Just mention 3D Mario, and then everyone will just start throwing money at it. But yeah, anything else there, Tim? That's jumping out for 2026.
I mean, Resident Evil 9 as well.
Yep.
So I'm just going to literally copy all of Blunder's homework and copy him on the test. Yeah, but those are the ones I'm most looking forward to. Like I was late to the party on Village, so it's not that long ago that I played through Village. So I feel like I've not been waiting a long time for this one. So for another one to come out fairly soon after I finish the last one is quite a treat. So yeah, looking to get that as well.
Excellent. For me, of course, I'm going to say RE9. I'm not going to say GTA 6. I will end up getting it day one, whatever it costs. Whinge. I'm going to pay it. There's no point in whinging about it too much. But yeah, I'm trying to think what is going to be like a really big pull for me. Do you know what I am? And I've never been excited about a Lego game, but I am really excited for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Yeah, it does look good.
There's something about that game which looks really good, and it is just going to be a Lego game. I know it is, but there's something about the aesthetic of this particular one that I'm thinking, do you know what? I really quite fancy the look of this. So yeah, very excited for that. Is the new Mega Man game this year or is that next year?
Oh, I'm not sure. Hasn't really said.
No. I'm just looking through a list here. This has to come out this year. This cannot not come out this year. It was something I picked on a couple of Steam Deck podcasts ago, and that is Mouse PI for Hire.
Yes, that's March.
I cannot wait.
Yeah. I was looking at it for videos the whole week. It does, yeah.
To a point where I might even just buy the digital and then get a physical if it comes out later, because I'm really excited for that. I think there's something about that game that just looks really engaging.
It's like Mickey Mouse, isn't it? Like old school Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's got that sort of Cuphead vibe about it, but it's a first person shooter. So yeah, count me all in on that front. Totally looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a good year, but I do think we need to let the year start and then see what's coming out. This doesn't count maybe because it's already out. You can get Marvel Cosmic Invasion, but the physical comes out in March, so I'm going to count that as a 2026 release.
You got UFO 50 actually. Yeah. Did UFO 50 some physical release comes out soon as well?
That's good as well.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, enjoy that. That's quite a nice one to do when you are when you've got a small window of time to play, because the games can be quite short. And I still haven't played all of them. So I've not got through all the games yet. So I'm working through an order. But there are some quite nice ones which you can stick on for a while before you move on to the next one.
Definitely. Right. Let's go for a topic that's going to have some interesting opinions. If you do have some questions in the chat, things you want us to talk about, or you just want to ask us a loving question, throw it in the chat. We'll see if we can get to them towards the end. Let's go to this one, because this one, as we were chatting about just before we came on live, is the PS5 has now been jailbroken. So for people that maybe like myself are not as technically minded, Blunners, give us the lowdown. What implications does this have for PlayStation?
So the word jailbreak, that was something I used to do back in the day when I had the original iPhone all the way up to about iPhone 5, and then I switched. It's the fact that you can do you can chop and change and do everything else. What it reports is that there's ROM keys that have been hacked in the PlayStation 5, and these things can't simply, it says on it, they can't simply be redone with a simple software. These are actual like embedded into the system's hardware. And it says, from reading the article about it, it says hackers accessed ROM keys essentially means potential move a hardware level hack can't simply be fixed with a system software update. And it says, think back to when modded Xboxes and PS3s hit the market loaded with pirated games. This is basically the first step towards that. So they're saying that this will be able to, it says, custom firmwares, bypassing all of Sony security and checks, and eventually emulation and pirated games. So the fact that these have been leaked is quite serious, because it's not, like you said, if they can't fix it with an update, a firmware update, it means they're in trouble.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because what are we now? This is the 6th year of the PS5's life cycle. So by normal standards, we should be coming to the end of its life cycle, which is just an absolutely bananas thing to feel like you're saying out loud, that we could be coming to the end of the PS5's life cycle. Or realistically, this year we could start hearing about the new PlayStations, the new Xbox, and everything like that. So I don't know if maybe that might feed into how quickly these next consoles come out, if this jailbroken issue causes them to lose lots of money later down the line. I don't know.
Yeah, I think like the thing is, they need to. I've heard that they're going to stop supporting PS4 stuff now. Finally, after how long? I think and that's what the problem. I don't think this generation's had a chance. Obviously, pandemic and all that. I don't think this has had enough chance to breathe and enough chance to grow. It's like you said, we're still supporting PS4, for God's sake. Like, do you know what I mean? I think Nintendo have been quite clever, because obviously with RAM going through the roof, I can't really see them doing too much, because I think that where Nintendo have been clever, they've gone back and poached a couple of games and gone, oh look, try this HD version of it. Whereas, do you know what I mean? I'm not really sure what PlayStation can do, but yeah, if this is embedded into their actual software, there is nothing they can do. I don't think there's anything they can do about it. It's just a matter of time until people start working out how to do this.
It's interesting, because it's on one hand, being able to, customize the PlayStation hardware and doing all of this good stuff, is good fun. But the free games and the jailbroken games and pirated games element of things, like, again, I get it. I get that people are frustrated with prices of things. The cost of living is horrific at the moment. But at the same time, we've talked about emulation on this channel plenty before. For me, I think there is a cutoff where I think it's more than acceptable to be emulating games, especially if those games aren't available anymore in some type of format. If I look up to my NES collection, things like the Low G Man, Solar Jetman, Yeah, these sorts of games aren't on any kind of collections. So, these games have had their heyday, they've had their time in the light, and the only way to really play them is to either buy the original or emulate it.
Yeah, the thing is, if you buy the original, you're not buying it from a new copy. You're rebuying it from like a trade-in or buying off eBay or something. So none of that money from the exchange is going back to the studio. Like some of the studios of these games you might emulate probably don't exist anymore. So if you're playing a game that's like 30, 40 years old, it's not, really doing much harm, is it? But yeah, if it's like the current gen, that's a bit different, isn't it?
Yes.
I think. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because this is people's livelihood, and especially younger people. It's sort of a catch-22, isn't it? Because I remember being young and Napster, but then I couldn't just download a game in an evening. Downloading one song took over the whole weekend. So it wasn't a quick process. But lots of young people and adults as well will just go, I can get it for free. I'll just get it for free. But that is going to long term bring in the decline of the games industry, because if everyone's taking it for free, well, who's buying it? And if you're not buying it, then you can't support the staff that are making the games, and then it's just you end up in a really sticky wicket.
The thing is, though, with a lot of the downloading that happened like way back when, before streaming services were a thing, a lot of people would use things like BitTorrent to download movies, and I think that really pushed the movie industry. Like, we need to distribute differently, and I think that's what really led to streaming. So, actually, if you just pay this fee for a month, it wasn't a huge amount. You can then access this movie library, and it's like, I can afford that, and it's way easier than faffing around trying to find and download files and all that sort of stuff. And I think that kind of pushed it in that direction, So, does this sort of cause that as well? Like, will that preempt some of these massive price increases? Like, rumored prices of games going up to like £100 plus. It's like, that's a lot of money to drop on one game.
It is.
So, what are people going to go, oh, yeah, I don't mind buying a game for £45, £50. But if it's £100, I'll just go and get it for free by downloading some sort of hack ROM. I don't know. It's whatever happens, I hope that it, doesn't have a negative impact too much. And I hope it actually drives things in the right direction.
Yeah, because it's, I'm still a big physical media, physical game type person. That's what I like, predominantly because, and we'll get to a game. In fact, that can be our next topic. I think this will segue us quite nicely into our next topic. That ultimately, do you own the digital game? If they remove it from a service or remove it from a server or whatever it is, can you play it again? Do you ever really own it? It's we'll always keep coming back to that question. But if you own the game and you own the disc, yes, there might be patches and day one updates which you may never ever get, but you by and large have a playable game on that disc. You should have, anyway. I know there's some games that are not like that, but ultimately, if you were to not connect to in fact, maybe I'm going to do that. And the next time I pick up a massive AAA title, I'm just going to put the disc in, I'm going to disconnect from the internet, and I'm going to see how playable that game is straight out of the doors.
I wish I'd done that with Claire Obscure the other day, because I thought,
get an update?
I sat down
at 11, the evening.
So I sat down at 11 o'clock, finally had time to play it. I've been putting it off for a couple of days. I didn't start playing until about 12, and I've got fast internet. It just took ages to update.
Yeah.
So I was not happy. I was like, for fuck's sake, I just want to play.
But moving on from jailbroken PS5s into this idea of, when do you own a game? And if you have paid full price for a game and then they do something like this, which is Anthem, to have its servers switched off, what do you do? I keep coming back to what you said, Tim, before we came online, and we're just sort of, casually talking about this. And, you said, what about the people that have paid at the time, like full price for this game, and now it just doesn't exist anymore?
But I think it came down in price quite a lot. So there's some people that haven't out a lot because, again, Mag's put in there, but it was shit. I've not played it. I thought it looked cool from the trailers, but I've only heard bad things, if I'm being honest. I don't know anyone that loved it. I think most people are like, oh yeah, it's a bit rubbish. But that's not really the point. The point is, if someone spent like 50 odd quid to buy the game, and X amount of years later, it's just gone. The game is not playable now without the online servers. And I just think that if that's the game model, then the game should be free. You should be able to download it and play it for free. And you access it through a subscription model, whether that be via PS Plus or Game Pass or something else, or its own unique one, because then you don't own the game anyway. You pay to access the game. And then if it goes, and you stop paying the charge. And if you want to play it for a few months and then stop, you play it for a few months and then stop. But this was a physical release. People exchanged money for a copy, and that is now a expensive coaster. It's not going to do anything for them. I've only ever had this happen once, where I bought a game off of, I think it was Xbox Arcade on the 360. There was a game called Hybrid, and it was on special discount. So I only paid like a £5. Me and my friends played that game. It was like a 3v3 online sort of PvP arena sort of deathmatch type thing. And it was pretty fun. It was a really good, really fun little game. And we were playing it for a couple of months, took a break from it. And then a little while later, said, oh, should we go back and play Hybrid? And it was like, no, servers are gone. I was like, oh. So again, I only paid a £5 for it. So I wasn't that fast. I was like, yeah, but I bought that and I can't play it anymore.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look it up to actually when's it being switched off, and all I found here is saying, already, today is Anthem's last playable day. Servers will be shut down, so they haven't even it's not like I didn't even know this. Do you know what? I've actually got this game, and I've never really given it a proper go. I would have tried playing it one more time if I knew it was going.
On the flip side, to be devil's advocate here, how much does it cost to actually run those servers, and how much money are they still making from it? Because again, if they're doing a subscription model for these sorts of games, they've got income coming in each month of people playing it. They can invest that back into the game and add features. You can have like your aesthetic stuff, you can buy, I don't know, buy different skins or a digital hat or something to get some extra stuff in. But that's the model that works then. But if a bunch of people bought it on release, and that's your budget, how long is that budget going to last before you run out of budget and have to turn it off? It's going to have a shelf life, because I don't know how much does it cost to run a server, and how long can you run it for before you go, it's not financially viable anymore to keep it open.
It's just frustrating because they stuck BioWare making this shit when they could have been doing some other stuff. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of people in the chat don't really play anything online, not interested in any of that crap. I would have preferred them to stick to what they were good at, making them crazy space like space games. So
yeah. I mean, Anthem had all the hallmarks of being a really good game. Like it was the trailer was dead cool.
Yeah, didn't the trailer was really good? I mean,
good. Yeah, I think it was possibly even talk of that E3. I didn't pay full price for it. I happily only paid £5 for it, brand new. And I picked it up because I'd heard that there was going to be a bit of a revival on it. They were going to be putting some time into it. They've been working on it. And that turned out to be a big, big lie. So it was playable. It was just boring. That was the issue. And like any type of media, the biggest cardinal sin for me is boredom. I don't mind it if it's crap. I don't mind it if it's janky. I don't mind if it doesn't play well, as long as I'm not bored. If I'm not bored, I can genuinely find entertainment in most things. But
6 years
Anthem got boring.
Anthem launch trailer. I've just found it 6 years ago.
So, yeah. Just look at this.
It looks fantastic. And like you said, I didn't like the online bit of it. If they'd made this like a single player game, I would have preferred it. Like,
I mean, I quite like the first
the idea
Destiny. I didn't play much Destiny 2, but Destiny 1 was all right. It wasn't, groundbreaking. It was basic, shoot and loot kind of game, but it was fun. And I thought this was going to be like a step up from Destiny.
It was,
And
yeah,
it
because
wasn't.
Destiny was very community driven, which I liked. And Destiny 2 was very good. I really did enjoy Destiny 2. Put quite a lot of hours into Destiny 2. And yeah, Shems has summed it up. Destiny was fun to play. It was really fun to play, and this looks fun to play. It's just not.
Which is mad when you think if you had a group of mates going around
does
like
that.
in
It
space
looks
suit,
great.
in like Iron Man suits. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It looks like it should be great. Why wasn't it? I never played it.
Well, none of that happened.
False advertising.
All that sort of stuff. Like it was ready to go. The levels are interesting, and the flying element was just great. Just get in your suit, jump out, fly around. You'd land in the area, and then you'd go, so where is everything? And then a couple of enemies would spawn in. You'd take them out, and then you'd go, well, what next then? It's like, well, I need to do that 1,000 more times before I can get the next level thing that I need to get to the next target. And that took an hour because there's just nothing there. So yeah, it was just a bit of a, what do they call it? I can't remember now. I can't remember what the phrase is, but either way, it just wasn't good. Yes, a damp squib. It wasn't great. But there we go. Ho hum. Then you look at games like Dave Newland's put in there Fortnite. That Simpsons mod that they had for Fortnite.
Yeah. And they've just done
brilliant.
Now.
And if you really want to, you don't ever have to put a penny into that game. If you don't want to. Of course, if you're a child, you pump money into it like it's going out of fashion. But yeah, if you really want to, you don't have to put money into it. So maybe that's the route forward for these live service games. It's charge people nothing if they want to just have a baseline experience, and then charge people for the things that they might want. So ho hum, there we go. Anthem. Who thought we'd be talking about Anthem again, albeit just to say it's no longer going to be playable.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Let's have a poke around at this, because I'm interested in this. Has the Steam machine price been leaked? Now, I'm a fairly new comer to the Steam Deck. What am I in? I might be in 6 months now, maybe. Still love it. Still think it's one of the most incredible pieces of kit. But the Steam machine, kind of interested in this. What are some of these rumored pricings that are coming out? Hit me with your rhythm stick.
Right. So, due to a Czech retailer, I've got the American equivalents here. 950 United States dollars for the 512 gigabyte model. 1,070 United States dollars for the 2 terabyte. Reliable sources and stuff. So yeah, everyone's going. They're blaming RAM prices. So yeah, it's crazy. I've heard it could be the £700. So yeah, if it is, then I think they've just effed themselves right up. So
wow,
you're looking at the same price as was it the latest Xbox one. So yeah.
And what was it we were saying before about price point? Do we say like we were expecting to be about 500, weren't we? Was that what we said?
I think we were sort of trying to price ourselves in tiers, weren't we? So you could have like that baseline tier. If you could get that console under 400 quid, almost impossible. But if you had a baseline 250 meg or 250 gig hard drive version for under 400 quid, and then 500 and 700 and all the way up to however much you want to charge. But if that
problem you had is that the Steam Deck, apparently how many times it's like 6 times stronger or quicker or something, and you're not going to get that if you like. That's pretty much the same price as the Steam Deck. That's what made me then think, is this going to be a lot more than what we hoped?
Possibly.
It's,
I don't know, 700. I mean, even 700. Let's call it 700 just as a middle ground number. 700 quid for a small but very powerful little PC console type thing, which you can then use as a PC. if you want to. Like, is that a bad deal? Is it a bad deal?
Not in
Because
today's pricing of PCs that would run at AAA games. I don't think it runs them sort of AAA games all singing, all dancing. But like Shems, I would have bought it if it was that price, but I don't think it's going to be. Long. So they're saying here it wouldn't be surprising if Steam Machine launch price with pre-tax, says American, without tax would be $800. By the time you add it, that's at $9. So yeah, I just really hope that this isn't right. But if it is, then I just don't. I just think it's just not. It's just going to die. It's not going to do well at all.
Yeah, and it's a real shame because I think Valve have got a really good footing into the sort of console-y type market with the Steam Deck. It's a really, really good system. And if you want to sort of have these, I'm not going to call it a high-end, it's like a high-end console, low-end PC, then, you know, it's got to reflect that in the price. I mean, maybe 700 quid for a low-end PC is about right. I don't know. I don't PC game.
PC prices can shoot up, can't they? Even like laptop prices. If you want to get a decent laptop for gaming, you're probably looking at least 700.
So I don't know. I mean, maybe these are all just little funny leak rumors, and all of a sudden it will get released, it will get announced, and it's 500 quid, and everybody goes, "Oh, well, I was expecting it to be 800, so 500 quid, bargain," and then everybody starts throwing money at it. You know, who knows? But yeah, 700 quid as a starting price would be, that's too much for me anyway.
Yeah, fingers crossed that it's nowhere near that. But like, what do you think if it did come out and it was that price? Then how do you feel that how will it do in 2026?
I'm in two minds about it because part of me thinks there will be a lot of people willing to pay that price. And if you think about what it is and what it can do, I don't think that's too bad. However, I've already got access to the Steam games. So I'm not getting any new access to new games from that. It would just be a more convenient and better sort of polished version of playing them because I can play those games on a Steam Deck and I can dock my Steam Deck or I can play them on my laptop. So that's a big price point to go, I now want to play them in this way. And I think there are people that are really, deep into the Steam community and library are going to be PC gamers who have got a powerful PC that can play games really well.
They don't need it then.
They don't need it. So who needs it? Is it for PC gamers that want to maybe get a little bit of a console, or is it for console gamers who want to get something that's closer to a PC?
Yeah, I think that's what it's mainly for. I think it's mainly for console gamers, which are more likely to be like PC, but then it's not priced right. If that's the case, do you know what I mean? Because if you're a PC gamer, you'll just go on your PC. Don't need it.
But I didn't think I would be interested in the Steam Deck until I got my hands on one and played on it. I was like, "Oh, this is cool. I now need to fork over a lot of money so I can have one." I was like, no, that's bad for my wallet that I've touched it now and I want it." And it's great and I use it a lot. So I really don't know. It's really hard to predict. I think with Steam's and Valve's track record, it's probably going to do well regardless of us wincing over the price. I think they'll still do well with it.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, if it's cheap enough, Steam Machine for the living room, yeah, I could quite happily do that. It's it's a good introductory way to get people into more PC-based gaming for sure, but it's got to be the right price. It's got to be the right price.
Things as well. When you get things like the Steam sales, you can go get Steam keys online from different sites. Humble Bundle, we talk about a lot on the Steam Deck podcast. You can build up a library of great games by spending very little. So even though the hardware is really expensive, even if you're new to the Steam ecosystem, you'll get a decent library of games very quick.
Yeah,
it's like there's a game come out today, and I've literally just bought it, and I was expecting it to be very expensive. It's called Hank, Drowning in Dry Land. Basically, you're a drunk Batman, time travels in a comic book, co-op thriller, and it was £2.37 or something like that. So it's like under £3, and Do you know what I mean? I'm going to play it. It came out today. So you can go over on Steam and buy it yourself now. Yeah. So, and you can pick these games up for peanuts. And it's like, that's brand new. Someone's made it. It's not done by a huge team. And that's what I love about it, the Steam stuff. I love it. Wish I'd done more of it earlier, but yeah.
I agree with this, Gene. Half-Life 3, only available pre-installed on a Steam machine.
Yeah, 100%.
That's an idea. Yeah.
Like when
That
U2, that new U2 album was on everybody's iPhone and you couldn't get rid of it. Dang. Who knew? Yeah, so there we go. Steam machine. Let's keep an eye on them prices because I am intrigued by this. We did a big discussion about this a few months ago. So would love to follow it, see how it all comes to fruition. Let's have a look. We've been steaming through some of these. There is, of course, yeah, let's do this. There is an Xbox Developer Direct coming this week.
I've got to double check that.
Where are we in dates? It's the 22nd, I believe, which is
next week.
Next week.
Next week. So just when you thought Xbox couldn't have made themselves more irrelevant for the start of 2026, they announced a Developer Direct to make people go, we are still here, we are still making games and stuff, so please don't run away just yet. What games are going to appear at this Direct?
So
Tim, you got it?
Yeah, we've got, I don't know if this is an exhaustive list, if there's more, but it says Fable, Forza Horizon 6, and Beast of Reincarnation. We're going to see some gameplay footage of those games.
So, so for me, Fable, I cannot wait. I love Forza Horizon 6. I'm annoyed they're bringing it to multi-platforms, though. I think that should be Xbox only for the first year. But yeah, I can't. I'm going to have a look at this. And you know what? If it all comes out on other consoles, I might fuck off the Xbox and then just go onto PlayStation just purely because of them doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I have not played Fable for a long while, but for quite a while was a big fan of the Fable games. So that's probably the one that interests me the most.
I agree. Fable 2 is still great. It's a bit janky now, but it still plays well. The humor's still brilliant. Richard Ayoade appeared, didn't he, in the advertising for this new Fable game? So I'm dead excited, dead interested. I think they should keep it as an Xbox only type thing just for this last little bit because, you know, I want an excuse to pick up a Series X. I don't have one at the moment. My only excuse would be so I could play my 360 games in glorious HD without having to plug in another system. And then I would still have the most modern Xbox bits as well.
This is on here as well. Clockwork Revolution.
Yes, that looked kind of interesting.
That looks very good.
But yeah, Fable, that's a big tick. That's a big selling point, and that should stay Xbox for a while. Forza has come to PlayStation. I still think Forza Horizon 5, there's just something about that box art that suits that PlayStation color. Doesn't look quite as jarring as it still looks weird. Having a PlayStation logo above it, but there we go. They need to pull something out just to sort of make their last little bit really, really good, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of time until they're gone. I think they're just going to go into just making games on all the consoles. They're going to do a Sega and disappear on us. I think. I just think this has just gone downhill rapidly, or they're just going to do this is Xbox and just be like on everything because they're not. Their systems aren't selling at all. They literally put the prices up before everyone. So I think last year's sales are the worst they've ever had. So.
Do you know what I think the weirdest thing for me was when they did all the marketing is all that thing of like, oh, this is an Xbox and this is an Xbox. And it's like, oh, you see, you don't need an actual Xbox then because anything can be an Xbox. And like, no, buy this new Xbox, which is a handheld. And I was like, what a weird strategy. Convince your audience that you don't need an Xbox to have an Xbox and then try and sell a new Xbox. It's like, why did you just told me I didn't need one? Because everything is an Xbox. Why are you now trying to sell me another one? So it was just a bit odd.
Logic, Xbox logic. But yeah, it's yeah. You know, it would be nice to be excited about Xbox again. You know, there was a period in time where they ruled the roost. So, you know, it'd be lovely.
I still really like Game Pass. I think Game Pass is such a good deal. I know the price has gone up recently, but you're going to get quite a lot of day one exclusives on there. And so far, I'm still on that. So I haven't dropped it. So, but I don't know how a lot of people, I think, dropped Game Pass when the price went up.
Yeah,
so I don't know what the ledgers look like now for Microsoft, if that worked out better for them or not.
That's dropped big time. And to be fair, I haven't missed it at all. I said the money I would have paid for it. I bought Expedition 33, so I'm buying the games and owning them myself now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a shame because I think the price point was great. I hope Evercade don't do the same, start banging all their prices up on everything, because I think they might. But yeah, that's the problem. You fuck off your install base, you're going to lose a lot of them. The fact that their website crashed when everyone was trying to get out, that do you know what I mean? That says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's not a good sign, is it?
Yeah.
And I kind of agree with what Shems is saying here.
Yeah.
Excuse
me.
Yeah. Yeah, be excited for the games, not the platform. There is a part of me, though, that does like it when the platform retains exclusivity of certain things, because then that drives people to be better, you know. And I think we talked about this a couple of months ago, but if you think back to the Nintendo Wii, 360, PS3 era, that was one of the best gaming generations of all time, simply because each system had so many great things going for it individually that it just drove innovation, it drove storytelling, it drove gameplay and graphics and all of this kind of stuff. You know, all of a sudden then we had, you know, Xbox Connect and PlayStation Move, and yeah, neither of those things were particularly massive, but it was still something new. And then Nintendo were just, you know, weeing along the place with
doing their own thing,
this incredible sort of little jaunty thing that they were doing. But I like it when that sort of thing happens, because yes, you get people that, you know, form their identity around their games console and whatever, but I like that competitiveness that it creates, because then ultimately we end up winning as consumers. You know, we don't win when everybody can just do everything, because, well, there's no need to be competitive then. So but I do agree, the games are what we mostly get excited for. I just wish there was still the big three creating that innovation and competition. Everybody just wants to be the same now, which is
because that's the thing. I've got all of them, and the Switch 2, Xbox, and the PlayStation 5, and Steam. And it's like I buy each one. If I'd known now, if I could look in the crystal ball and see that they're going to bring over the games I loved on Xbox, I wouldn't have bothered with it. And that was the only reason I bought it, because Halo, that new Halo game, is really, really good. Forza Horizon is probably my favorite driving games series ever. Absolutely love them. I've completed all of them so far and love going around finding everything. And that's the only pretty much driving game I will play. I just love, and it was such a shame because, like you said, at one point, it was. Well, at one point I'll be looking at, like I did with this game, I'd look and go, right, what can I get it cheapest on? Oh, I can get it cheapest on the Xbox. I'll buy it on that. So yeah, and like you said, I think it's just a shame because the games industry needs the competition. And like you said, Nintendo have always done their own thing, and they're not at that high resolution, that frame rate, that 4K to be able to push Sony. And yeah, I just hope it doesn't go all samey, like you said. It needs it. It needs competition.
We do. Healthy, good competition. Right. Do we want to do any other of the sort of shadow topics, or do we want to go to questions?
I want to do one more. That's just really quick because it's only a trailer that's 15 seconds long.
Go for it.
And that is the Resident Evil Showcase is this Thursday. I will quickly load this up. They dropped a 15-second video on it today.
15 seconds.
Yeah, it's a teaser. It's cool. I'll take the sound off. Yeah, so here's the teaser that came out.
Ooh.
So yeah, Showcase is coming soon.
Yep.
2:00 Pacific time. So was that 6:00 our time?
Something like that.
So yeah. So showing a bit more about I didn't realize it was that close, to be honest. It was it's only next month.
Yeah, it's dead soon. March, isn't it? Normally March is a Resi release period. So sign me up.
Can't wait for this. And isn't there a new Silent Hill film out soon as well?
Yeah, like next week.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I just randomly saw a trailer, and I was like, "Hang on."
It looks fine. Like it does look. It looks absolutely fine. I don't want to say it looks great because then it's coming out in January and it's a horror movie, which is notoriously when you dump all the crap movies because no one's going to go. So I am cautiously optimistic in that it's just going to be good. At the best, I think it's just going to be a good film. I don't think it's going to be a great film. So yeah, I don't have high hopes. It looks right. I can even get over the fact that James Sunderland doesn't look like James. Like it doesn't overly bother me too much. It's a movie, it's not the game, so things can change for that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll see. All right.
Do you want to go to questions?
Let's go to questiones and then we can do all our little sign-offs. And here we go. So are any of you planning to go to Debug Awards in April? Ooh.
I would love to go. Ooh. I've got a free ticket with my subscription. But yeah, it's quite a trek for us. Norwich.
It's quite far, isn't it?
Yeah, Norwich is far. If they were to ask us to go, of course, I think we'd probably figure out a way to make it work. We'd love to be there. So we'll just have to do some planning and some thinking.
You guys were there last year, weren't you? It was fantastic.
Yeah,
right?
That was great.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, excellent.
Really good. So cool. Yeah, we'd love to be involved. Would love to come, even just to turn up and come play some stuff. It's a great way to hang out, meet developers, see some stuff, play some games. So yeah, would love to.
And the actual award show part of it was also very cool. Actually, seeing all the different awards they had was there's some really interesting categories, I think.
Yes.
So yeah,
really something for everybody for sure. And by that point, work will have died down tremendously for me, and they'll have to be giving me some time off. So this could work.
Is the Evercade VSR worth getting?
I mean, I had the what's it called?
I've just got the normal one.
Where was the launch model that it came?
Just the VS, isn't it?
Just the VS.
Yeah, just the VS. Yeah. So I've already got VS. So I don't know. Don't. But I think the Evercade in general is worth getting. I don't think it's like some people like collecting everything, right?
Yeah,
so some people get like, oh, I've got a handheld, I've got a purple handheld, I've got an EXP, I've got this. If you're collecting stuff, yeah, then collect it. But if you haven't got a VS, why not?
It's a great way to play on the big screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just one thing. The cartridges follow, don't they? Your save, so you can go play the same save on your handheld and take your save and then move it onto your TV. So that's pretty cool.
Just one thing, took mine out of the box, wouldn't connect to my Wi-Fi, had to factory reset it, then it would, and then updated it. So yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I was like, here we go again. But yeah, just one thing, if you do get one, to see if it doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi, just do that.
You've got another comment then from Sue saying the VS is good, but the Alpha is something else.
Yeah.
That is another fair point. So if you've got the budget for a VS, do you want to stretch it a bit further and get an Alpha? Is the question, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Not watched any footage or news. Did anything interesting come out of CES? I don't know. I've not done it myself either.
I've seen it.
Go on, Blanners.
8-bit dough. All my stuff is 8-bit dough. Look. 8-bit though controllers. I'm even getting keyboards and mouses of it. I love the stuff at 8-bit though, really high quality. They're bringing out this, it's for like mobile phones, and it flips over to the front and gives you like a NES keyboard,
Yes, that looks cool.
like D-pad and buttons, and you can then just open it up, like unflip it, and it literally just covers the bottom bit of your screen. So if you've got like a Game Boy emulator, it runs that. They also showed the new version of the controller I just showed you that has extra buttons for the Xbox, which is a bit weird. They're bringing out just on Xbox, and all their random different color variations of their stuff. There was there like some sort of like laptop where the screen folds out. I think it looks like a really big wide screen. There loads of like TVs and frames, and there was this really, really good PSP kind of add on for your phone, for your iPhone or your Samsung, whatever. And what it did is it like flicked up like your PSP Go, and it has all the analogs and stuff underneath. And then also the bottom two hinges come out, and you can hold, so it gives you like something to hold on to while you're playing. And you can also take that off and then use it as a stand, and then just use the controller on its own. So yeah, that looked really, really good. But in regards to like actual, I think there was maybe no, there wasn't really any like console or anything like that there. But yeah, that was the main things I saw.
And then they got that AI companion thing.
Yeah, that looks
now
weird,
as well. It's like a little hologram.
Like hologram, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes on your desk.
Yeah, you can sit a little AI hologram on your desk. I don't know what that's going to be like compared to like, talking to Alexa or Siri or something, but you're going to have like this AI companion that has a little hologram image. I don't really know who that's aimed at. I don't know who asked for that. who needed it. But
just because they can.
Yeah, I think part of all this AI push at the moment is getting to the point where a lot of people also say now how much RAM AI takes up and how much impact it's actually having, and what people are using it for. Like some use of AI is very cool. Other stuff is like, changing a picture to make it look like you're made of glitter or something. I don't know. So you can do some weird. Apparently, loads of RAM is wasted or whatever things they attribute it to. But there's a lot of waste from people thanking chatbots.
But you've got to thank it.
Well, if you've just done something, it's like, if you just a message you get back, it gives you an answer, and you say thank you, it processes that. So it's a lot of processing time power is wasted on people saying thank you.
People think it's
chatbots. So they've actually come out and said, stop thanking AI. It's wasting millions.
It might be wasting, but when those robots take over, when they rise up, they will look
just play Dark Fate on the PS5. Don't let it get you.
They will, when they rise up, they will be checking everybody's ChatGPT history, and they will look at me and they'll go, "He thanked us even when he didn't need to. We'll let him live." And everybody else that's just like, "Make this for me
now."
Dead. Or slavery.
AI slop.
There we go. So
last question.
Okay. What terrible game deserves another chance? Either remaster or remake? Mainly because the controls are janky, but that doesn't mean it's bad. If anything, it kind of adds to it. But it would be cool to have Deadly Premonition that worked beautifully. That's what I would think would be a great terrible game that deserves a remake or remaster. It's very Twin Peaksy, it's very David Lynch, it's just janky, and if it ran really smooth, I think it would be an exceptionally cool game. So Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, mine would be Anthem. No, I'm joking.
I was going to say that as a joke.
Well, yeah, I was thinking. Well, mine's a bit more recent. Starfield. That was one game I was so excited for, and when I played it, I was just like, "What is going on here?" I think it is. If they redone the whole thing, yeah, that could have been so good. It just wasn't. It was so bad. Yeah, Tim, what was yours?
Right, I'm going to pick a PS1 game called Shaolin. Which I had that was should have been really good. It was one of the only games I think that would allow you to play 8 players, and you would have to get 2 multi-taps, and I only ever did it once. I can't remember what year it was when it came out, but it was one of my birthday parties when I was a kid, and I had 7 friends over, 2 multi-taps, 8 controllers, and we just did this 8-player brawl thing in Shaolin, and that mode was really cool, but the main campaign was rubbish. And I was like, oh, it's such a cool, it's the only game we could have 8 people on a PS1, and it should have been a lot better, but I think it couldn't handle the graphics that well. So when you play the 8-player, you could only play as like a training dummy that looked like Mokojin from Tekken. You couldn't select characters. It's I have fond memories of that game, but it wasn't very good, and I think it deserves another try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tekken 8, it's shit. That would be great on the box for it, wouldn't it? Just Tekken 8, it's shit.
And last one. When would we expect some kind of 26 roadmap for the arcade? They don't do it anymore. I made my own one last year. They have promised us 2 games every 2 months. So is that going to happen? Are we going to ever delays and have like 6 in one hit back in December or something? So yeah, they used to do a big old roadmap all the time. But yeah, at the minute, we only know that there is 2 that are coming, and that's it.
Nice. Well, chaps, we have reached the end of ModCons January, first ModCons of the new year, and what a delightful time it was. Thank you for shifting it to Tuesdays whilst I am directing another stage play. It's going to be spooky wooky, and also I'm away with work a lot at the moment. I'm away in London for quite a while from next week, so I appreciate this being moved to Tuesday so I can at least try and attempt to be here when I can, because I'm going to miss it if I can't, that's for sure.
I mean, we all know the real reason is that you've been having trouser accidents, but
I love a trouser accident.
If that's just
weird.
That's really weird.
Love a trouser accident. It's my favorite thing in the world. So thank you everyone for joining along live. It's wonderful to see so many of you switching over to the Tuesday slot, and always appreciate everybody watching along live. And Annie, great that you were able to catch it live this time, so that's fantastic. If you do want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button, because that helps us out a huge amount, and also, as does giving the video a little cheeky thumbs up. So yeah, please do that if you are not already. If you want to support the channel that little bit more, you can become a channel member for £1 We will be releasing some channel member only content as we
Should we give them a sneak peek?
Oof, go on.
So we're going to be doing one question after every show that we are going to talk about. It's only going to be for members. Any way you can get this is if you pay £1 on the thing to support the channel, so we can do more giveaways. And the question will be, we're going to be talking about this. Sony's bringing in AI to help gamers, and I'll just leave it there. So that is what we're going to be talking about after this show goes down. We're going to record that, and that'll be up for channel members later tonight.
Little smattering tease. Yeah. So thank you everyone that is a channel member. Like we say, that money goes into supporting the channel. It goes into prizes for you guys. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to start doing some more giveaways ASAP into the new year. Trying to think of anything else we need to do in the little sign off. I don't think we do.
Total podcast next week.
Oh yes, Total Evercade podcast next week.
Yeah,
make sure you don't miss that. Lots of Evercade goodness to talk about. But yeah, outside of that, I think all that's left to say is Happy New Year. Oh, if you scan that QR code, does that take you to the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Look at that. Boop, boop, boop. Give it a little boop. You want to join that Facebook page. Lots of fun conversations going on there. It's started to grow a little bit as well, which is fantastic. So, please invite any of your pals, your friends, your enemies who you think would enjoy the content. But yeah, all that's left to say is we will see you next week for Total Evercade podcast, and channel members, we will see you later this evening. So good evening, everyone, and I hope you have a good week.